Hey y'all, John Joffrey with Revent Builds here in Austin, Texas. We're out at one of our properties over in the Clarksville area. This is an older home, between 1920 and 1930, I forget exactly, but this is a full interior remodel, but now we're dealing with different issues of obviously existing structure, no insulation. All of these walls, you'll see like through here, there's shiplap everywhere. So just dealing with, we want to save some in some areas, but then having to pull it down in others. We're also dealing with a pier and beam foundation here. So adding a lot of supports where our new point loads are. We did a lot of floor plan changes. And basically, this was just a full interior gut. So let me just kind of, take you through it. We have AJ and Ryan here starting to lay out our tile. Yeah. See, look, this is all existing. Check out the ceiling in there. Every single wall, like in the whole entire house. So, crazy story. Andrew, my project manager, there he is, beautiful guy. So Andrew, he remodeled my personal home in Houston. Did a kick-ass job in the bathroom. This was back in 2013. AJ was his helper at the time. Now, AJ is the master. He is like our tile maestro here. So I brought over AJ and Andrew from Houston. Ryan is an old friend as well, who is also a really hard worker and a craftsman. He's been interested in learning and he's kicking ass. We've gone through, how many people have we gone through to try to be like your apprentice, AJ?
5 or 6.
5 or 6 and they couldn't hack it. Ryan is just like killing it. In here, what are we dealing with? What did we come up with? Give us a little rundown. You had to so basically this is the existing tub. This is a cast iron original tub from like the 20s. So we kept it. But what was the issue here?
The issue was the tub has a curve up lip here and the wall is going away from the tub. Mm-hmm. So with the one hardy we put in there was still a gap between the tub and between the wall and the tub.
How big was that gap?
It was a 3/8 here and 1/8 on the end over here. So it was expanding, the walls were separated. So we just end up doubling up the hardy to now make the hardy sit on top of the tub where it's supposed to sit.
So this is, again, original flooring. We kept the original wood in the whole house. This was a linoleum from a shitty remodel, probably in the 70s or something. So what we did is we pulled it up there. So then basically we got a bunch of flooring that matches the same profile as the original. And what we're gonna do is feather it in, and then we'll sand and stain everything, and you won't know the difference. I love this arch detail too. So this wasn't here. The original kitchen was tiny. It was a galley kitchen that we basically blew all this open, and now basically expanded this whole kitchen, made kind of an entryway on the other side.
This is the design that it's gonna be there?
Yeah, so this is a herringbone. It's called herringbone. It's like an arrow pattern.
Is that the way it's going?
Well, we're gonna figure that out Friday. What she was thinking was a solid border just around the edges, around the perimeter, and then herringbone, throughout the middle. But, I mean, dude, look, get a shot of this whole room. How many tiles is this gonna be? 1,000 tiles?
Dude, there's a whole pallet of them. Look.
Holy
A lot. It's literally, it's 1,080.
1,080 pieces?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I have to keep that. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. I killed a man with a lawnmower blade. Here's the master bath. We got our shiplap wall here. It's gonna be the vanity. Look at this, man. Did you print this out and put it on the wall, Andrew? I love it.
We're gonna start doing that now, all the projects.
Yes. And then shower through here.
Right here we got.
That's the pan tile. Big old, these are not even pennies, these are half dollars.
Here's your
That's the wall tile. Look at all this crap. We're gonna have to pound in all those nails, take down all of this paper.
We're gonna just, the ones that are sticking out, just take those
Pound
out.
them in. Pound them in and take them out, whatever's quicker. All right, on to the next. So thing is, if you see, this whole house is non-complying. It shouldn't be existing at all. Look at the shot with the power lines. The whole house should be 7'6" away from that line. This whole house is non-compliant. So this has been like a Tetris puzzle to get all of our utilities in. We can't build an inch in any way. The city allowed us to do basically a facelift on this place. Part of it is they'd always have water coming in. We built a retaining wall here. We covered it in fiberglass, and now there's just, you know, a couple areas where like some water is getting in on the side of this door that we need to glass up. I think we need to get these gutters on. They're coming out Monday. When that happens, that's gonna help a lot.
Okay, so we're gonna at least take care of the gap right there, and then silicone the hell out of the whole exterior.
Yeah. Pedro, you killed it on the shelves, dude. First off, complications. Remember, this whole house is non-compliant. We have to deal with existing ceiling heights. So we have a low ceiling down here. Getting our plumbing, our HVAC in has been unbelievably difficult. The city is still, they have so much issues with like, that this place is even existing that they've just been giving us such a tough time. The existing kitchen was over there, but we had to turn this back into a garage to make this, like, to comply with our permit. And then now, I mean, this is awesome. This is all for structural here, but we just built our island around it. Pedro built these badass shelves. Ah! So here's a floating shelf. Talk about how you did it? No. Pedro's shy. These guys are incredible though. Basically what we do, we get these, so you can either put these on your studs, or like here, we just put in a cleat. And then this is, it holds up the weight, so this is steel. And then basically, look, you just build your shelf hollow, and then that is the bracket that holds it up, and it's floating. But I mean, look at how difficult mitering, again, if you remember from our other video, all these miters. So this just looks like one solid piece, and then when we stain it, it's just gonna look fantastic. What? Oh shit!
And this all had to be like modified because of the ceiling height, the whole thing.
So the same guy that did our awnings did this, and I mean, look at how beautiful this is.
Hey John.
¿Qué pasó?
Yeah. You know what you should start doing? Like this hole right here, it was the plumber's. Whenever he was putting the valves, so that would be a charge for him.
Yeah, for the plumber.
Yeah, because.
But you know, there's always there's stuff I owe him and stuff he owes me. You know.
Well, I was saying, but if
you gotta pick and choose your battles.
So yeah, and on this one, I guess I'm gonna remove the light. For me to do that, patch it.
Okay.
Here we're missing one of these boards.
Yep.
I couldn't find it, so I guess you gotta buy a full piece. Same place that you went, they're gonna have it. On here, we gotta cut that in, so we can make it fit. We gotta do the same thing.
Dang, man. That's awesome. I really like how the backsplash brought together.
There's big.
Huge shower.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take a shower there.
Yeah, we fit in here.
We should try it out just to make sure it works.
Yeah, let me turn the water on.
This came out awesome, dude. Yeah. I think how we did the countertop to the shelf. These sconces look freaking awesome. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, this came together great. These homeowners, I mean, they're such nice people. They got sold this lot a few years ago. Something really shisty was done with the subdividing of this lot, and they found out that they might not be able to use this property at all. So basically we had to come in, and you know, it was a jigsaw puzzle to do all this, but now their son ended up buying the house and he's gonna be living here. So it's like, this went from them buying a property and being a huge disaster to us making it work any way we could. So sometimes, you know, there's just different paths forward and certain things aren't ideal, but that's what happens in remodeling. Basically what we're doing out here is there was an existing garage. This is, again, just like our other Hyde Park project, this is a non-complying structure. Too close to the power lines in the back. We need to keep this structure intact. If we take it down, it's gonna be enforced with new code standards. So this whole thing has to shift. It basically makes their whole backyard non-usable. So, existing slab here. If you look, we're pouring, this was a carport. So now this whole area is gonna become a garage. We have these big grade beams. You see the rebar. That's how deep we dug them in. The engineer thought that this was a slab because it's thick on the top. there is no grade beams, it's all dirt. So we thought that this whole thing was sitting on dirt and it would shift a lot. So listen, now what we found out is when we dug, there's actually a grade beam here. You see, this is concrete. So that's actually concrete. So what we're gonna do is, the engineer came up with a pier detail to just support this slab. We're still gonna do our piers here, but we're gonna dowel into this concrete. So that means we're gonna drill in, and then we're gonna use metal rods with an epoxy, which is like a glue, and that's gonna hold our new footings and the slab together. Solid rock. I think we got a plan here. So much stuff that you can't find out until you tear back into it. What we're gonna be doing is now this whole thing is gonna become a usable area. 2 sets of French doors. We're gonna bump up a 2nd story. So they're gonna have a home office that they're gonna use in their garage, and then they're gonna have a guest suite above. So it's gonna be studio style with a bathroom. Then we have to run our utilities. So we're getting electric from over here, from the main house, and then we're gonna be running water and wastewater up this driveway. Complete new driveway. We're actually gonna have to go back with strips because we're over on our impervious cover. If you remember from some of the other videos, I just talk about, we can only have 45% of our lot square footage can be covered with concrete, and we're basically maxing that out here. So what we do to fix that is we take out the middle strips of the driveway and we get that impervious coverage back. Then we're doing a new deck here, and then inside we're gonna be blowing out some walls in the kitchen. We're gonna be doing some new flooring, and then, you know, that's a wrap. So hopefully in the next few months there'll be a lot more to look at here. Okay, y'all, so that was a day in the life of a general contractor. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm gonna be uploading more of this regularly. I really wanna be able to document the process, you know, not like this perfect, oh, look at everything we do and we're great and we're perfect. I wanna show the real raw struggles and the crises, the fires that we have to deal with on a daily basis. So, you know, please comment, like, share. We're gonna be uploading these more regular, and stay tuned. Thanks.